Yeah. You see, well, man, we got a real problem, right? Because I'm not digging these rates, right? I already told you years ago that if I were actually to get a recovery, right? That with me and the people I was involved with, we would have gone with that USDA program, which had very different terms at the fucking time. You know that? Yeah, it really did. And unfortunately, when you look at what they did in the meantime, the stuff through the USDA, yeah, right? Because what did we say about that fucking bullshit, false ass, congressional resolution reconciliation shit? Yeah, first of all, the information about what the reconciliation process was is completely false. That's not what a fucking congressional reconciliation, a budget reconciliation process is. Secondly, they completely intentionally screwed up the fucking timelines. Yeah, and they defaulted. They intentionally defaulted. Now, if there was some problem because the outgoing administration had intentionally screwed up and they had to make adjustments, they had to let us know. But now they want to talk about what? They want to talk about how Treasury is going to have to offset debt that Congress has, while they've also been talking about passing a goddamn fucking infrastructure bill. Yeah, and presumably there's how many years of what renting out kids for 300 fucking bucks a month, and they wouldn't let anybody record that they have COVID relief as fucking income, so they're not taxing it. Right, which also means that they're not evaluating it as revenue. Right. And then they're talking this bullshit about reperforming loans. Right? Yeah, Fannie and Freddie are talking about reperforming loans after they let the entire last summer occur where people intentionally screwed with records from the Office of the Comptroller of Currency. And they were backdating all of these real estate deals to make it look like shit was distressed when it wasn't. No, at the time, it wasn't distressed. But last year, after they fucking cut everybody off and began fabricating a whole bunch of shit while they backdated all this stock, all of a sudden everything got recharacterized as distressed. Yeah, so that ends up completely screwing with the paradigm, and then they can say that something is reperforming because it's been compelled to some sort of service after everybody's been secretly consolidated under secret terms to be fucking harvested while they're under quarantine. Right, and now they want to talk. What's coming up at the end of the month? You know, we got an anniversary coming up, right? You know, a triennium is different, right? With a trimester. A trimester is different. And we got a fucking anniversary coming up on that bullshit fucking index they put out. That was the problem at the time. You want to say you got a fucking index you're going to use to evaluate your mortgages without addressing the fact that they altered the data last year. They backdated shit to look like it was more distressed than it actually is, and now you want to talk about how you have an index for the future. So you got an index upon which to base shit on moving forward. What we got coming up at the end of the month, did they advertise that? Who and what the fuck do they think they're gonna re-fucking finance after they gaslighted all these people? It sounds like what they're doing is they're doing this bullshit where they're gonna draw down on fucking Treasury long enough to fucking finish cleaning out anybody that didn't already sign up and demonstrate fucking loyalty just in time for September fucking 1st. Yeah, well, what do you think that fucking XCOM's gonna look like in September? Or do you think they're gonna do this bullshit where they're gonna fucking try to blame their presidential accounts that they fucking hijacked for some sort of Black September bullshit? Yo, I should already have fucking had responses to those reports I filed regarding intentional manipulation of HUD projects before they decided to give a $5 billion fucking kickback to Houston for the goddamn Enron broadband loop. Well, that was the fucking charge. That they were abusing fucking FEMA and that they were putting shit under HUD that wasn't supposed to be under HUD so that then they could jack with the fucking radio frequency because they already hooked up their suburban offsets. That was the whole problem with the floodplain shit in Chicago. Remember? Yeah, but nobody wanted to talk about the fucking floodplain during the 2016 presidential election season because it was a 501c3 and we're not allowed to get caught being involved with any sort of campaigning. We can't possibly talk about energy policy and we can't possibly talk about how bandwidth has anything to do with energy deregulation or distribution or transmission associated with provision of energy or anything having to do with green energy and competing ballot initiatives that have completely false narratives. Well, you're not even presenting actual fucking information, but you're trying to compel people to accede without actual fucking data just because it feels good, right? I mean, it didn't feel so fucking good in August through, November 2017? And then it didn't feel so good again during, beginning of 2018? I mean, I've been out of fucking town for a fucking while. I'm here in Dallas. Everybody wants to act like they fucking feel good, and they're fucking setting up shit that looks like it's something out of the goddamn Twilight Zone, except it's 100% fucking premeditated. And you can't say that your little exposition and your history of expositioning as a way to appeal to the fantasy element of the creative capacity is gonna be able to hold water when you got your fucking mint right across fucking town putting out the shit it is. The fucking thing about bankruptcy is it means you haven't met your obligations. Paying off extortion and ransom because they kidnapped you and your fucking family, that's not a goddamn legitimate obligation. This isn't about fucking bankruptcy. They're fucking terrorists and they kidnap fucking people and they're lying about the means by which they intend to collect the ransom. Why the fuck do I not have my own fucking house in my own fucking name? It's a very simple fucking question. I was never a goddamn fucking loan. Every fucking thing about this is 100% completely fucking false. And here's the fucked up thing. I got a fucking book by the guy who was supposed to be the goddamn fucking IG during one of the most pivotal fucking points in American fucking history. Where the fuck are they? Did they fucking make their own goddamn buy-in and think they'd have some goddamn bullshit little fucking public banking fucking laundromat racket so they could fucking use terrorism, actual fucking terrorism, involving people's access to resources as their leverage, hoping they could just fucking get past the goddamn fucking deadline and then they'd get their cut and shut up about it. Nobody said anything remotely connected to what we needed to be hearing in the last 3 years. Everything was a crock of fucking shit. Everything up to that goddamn fucking, well, we're not going to talk about how important an N95 mask is anymore, because everybody can just make their fucking own. Yeah, everybody's a goddamn fucking immunobiologist. Just make your own fucking fancy-ass mask. Well, I'm sure. I mean, they don't want to acknowledge they made me their fucking car because they had every intention of blowing it up. What are you gonna fucking do? What are you going to fucking do? It was completely fucking unacceptable. You're the ones that tried to fucking get me to sit back and let a bunch of other fucking people spy on me and steal my shit. Every fucking day, I gotta watch it bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. You don't fucking do anything close to what would justify being able to get away with this. And the pressure's building, and the pressure's building, and the pressure's building. You guys wanted to fucking play around with goddamn fucking genocide. You wanted to literally leverage fucking genocide. You don't flip genocide.